Hello and welcome back to xCellento. We are here again with part 3 of 10 everyday objects that you probably don't know why they're there. Like previously, we have told you about the purpose of holes near your camera and the secret hidden usage of your stapler, your converse lacing, and the use of sanitizer you never knew. Now today, we are with the small cabinets under the stove that are there for a reason, and also the dent and milk containers. So without any further delay, let's find out. Number 1. Dots on windshields. Have you ever wondered what those small dots on windshields are for? I've always seen them, but never questioned why they're there. They're there to preserve the glue that holds the window to the car. Because if they weren't there, the hot sun would just melt the glue, and then your window would just fall, and you'd have no window, which would suck. All the bugs, wind, and cold would get in your car, and we want to keep all that stuff outside of the car. Number 2. Cabinets under the stove. Now my mother has been using this one incorrectly for years, as we've always used it as a storage cupboard. But these little cupboards under the stove are designed to keep your food warm, so that when you've made it on the stove, you can place it there. Because they'll stay warmer for longer if you're not eating soon, we need to let the parents know we're smarter this time. Number 3. Mesh on microwave's door. Microwave ovens are a modern kitchen need. They were a major changer when they first appeared on the scene in the mid-20th century, capable of cooking food far faster than conventional ovens. But have you ever thought why every microwave has that irritating black mesh over the door, making it impossible to see what you're cooking? It turns out that if it wasn't there, you'd be in a far worse scenario. This is because the mesh prevents hazardous microwave radiation from passing through the door and onto you. Microwaves from the oven can flow through the glass door, but not through metal. As a result, the mesh, which is often composed of steel, is adhered to the inside of the door, reflecting any microwave that tries to escape directly back onto the food. Given the well-known dangers of placing metal items in the microwave, such as aluminum foil, you may be asking how microwaves avoid catching fire if they already contain so much metal. The reason is that they are designed to avoid any sharp ends or thin interior edges, which cause metal to create electrical arcs and other electrical phenomena that are prone to spark a fire. Your oven's mesh is precisely shaped and positioned such that it does not arc at all. And the openings in the mesh are small enough that most microwaves cannot pass through while still allowing you to check at your food eagerly. Even if the view isn't fantastic, it's advised not to press your face against the glass for a better look, because some radiation may still pass through. Number 4. Tucking in your towel. We've all done it. The hurried post-shower walk from the bathroom to the bedroom, carelessly wrapping a towel around your waist that barely covers everything. The last thing you want is for everything to fall apart and expose you embarrassingly. There will be no risk of such happening again thanks to a specific folding technique. When you get out of the shower, wrap the towel around your waist, then grab the top and fold it all the way down. This will keep the towel in place around you and prevent it from falling down. Repeat the folding movement one more time to secure it, and there you have it. You have a securely wrapped towel that is unlikely to betray you. Just don't wear it to work or anywhere else. Number 5. Holes in plane windows. If you've ever flown in an aeroplane and looked closely, you've probably seen a little hole in the glass panes. But do you know what that hole is for and why it is necessary? So, let's get to the bottom of it. It's difficult to think that those little gaps in window panes, known as bleed holes, are there for safety reasons, aren't they? But that's why they're there. The apertures are precisely constructed to regulate the shift in air pressure within the jet cabin as it climbs to a height of 33,000 feet. In other words, the bleed hole in the middle of the window balances the pressure between the passenger compartment and the air gap. As a result, the air pressure outside an airliner is significantly lower than within, putting a lot of physical stress on the glass when flying high. So in order to keep the plane safe, the outer pane takes on the pressure, while the middle pane acts as a fail-safe. According to reports, the bleed hole also aids in the release of moisture from the air gap, preventing mist from settling on the plane windows. Number 6. Additional fabric. You've probably bought some new clothes and noticed that they came with a little plastic Ziploc bag with a couple extra buttons and an extra fabric. We understand that the buttons are extras in case you accidentally pop one during Thanksgiving dinner. But what is the purpose of the fabric? It's a widespread misperception that this additional fabric is for when you get a hole in your clothes and need to repair it. Actually, the purpose of this small piece of cloth is to test your detergent or other clothing washing procedures on it before risking destroying the fine cardigan you just paid top cash for. Number 7. Cup of ketchup. If you've ever used one of those paper ketchup cups from a fast food restaurant, you might have observed the folds on the cup's side and wondered why they were there. This is due to the fact that when these flaps are opened, the cup transforms into a considerably larger paper saucer, which may be stuffed with more ketchup and is easier to dip your French fries into. Number 8. Pom-Pom Beanie. Many people consider the pom-pom on top of knitted caps to be a cute little decoration, while others consider it frivolous and unattractive. But this small fluffy ball has a complicated history. Knitted caps are thought to have been invented by Vikings to keep their hefty ears warm during the chilly Scandinavian winter. These hats were fashioned by stitching triangles of knitted wool together at the top. The top was covered up with a pom-pom to conceal the seams and prevent loose ends. Some later versions may have replaced the pom-pom with a button that resembled a bean, giving origin to the term beanie. Later in history, English sailors discovered the pom-pom to be particularly effective in protecting them from banging their heads when below decks, as the pom-pom feels like an extension of the person's head, causing them to instinctively duck a little lower than they would ordinarily. Pom-poms were utilized on top of helmets by Napoleon's army at their most regal moment in history. Different colors and pom-pom plumages were employed to represent various regiments, factions, and grades in the French military. Number 9. Cylinder on cables. There are cylinders all over the cables, not all of them, but a lot of them. They're actually meant to prevent electromagnetic wave interference, so the cable works no matter what. Number 10. Little discs in bottle caps. Everyone has seen those tiny little discs on the tops of bottle caps. They're actually required to close the bottle when it's sealed at the factory, because it helps retain all those bubbles in your drink and prevents it from being flat. Nobody likes flat soda. We hope you liked the video. If so, hit the like button and share it with your loved ones. If you have any questions or comments, let us know in the comments section below. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more of our amazing videos. You can also watch our other videos suggested just for you. See you in the next video.